Hey guys, welcome to another video on TransferWise where we talk about business and finance. My name is Bharat and we're back at our house in Denmark to spend the summer on a really beautiful island. If you don't know about this island, the island is called Ero. If you haven't been here, this is one place you definitely have to be at. It's just very beautiful in the summer. You have beach just like 5 or 10 minutes away. And you can also go to the golf course, you can do boating, you can do so many different things. So now to the point of the video, which is having a business account with TransferWise. What has been my experience so far? Do I like it enough to recommend it to others? And what other kind of things that I feel is missing here and were better in, for example, N26, which was the previous business account that I was using. Now to get started, you have to remember that N26 is still offering the business account to people who are freelancers or who are just Einzelunternehmer or sole proprietor. As far as I know, you cannot use N26 with private limited companies. So that was one problem that I had. Now with TransferWise, the nice thing is that it doesn't matter at all if you are a private limited company or if you're a sole proprietor. You can open your business account with them. Another thing I really liked with them is that there is no foundation. You don't have to be in a specific country to open your account with them. With N26, the service that they provide is in very limited countries. That means as soon as you move to one of the countries where the service is not provided, you just have to quit your account, and all of the money that you have lying there, you have to move it somewhere else. Also, another thing that happened recently with N26 is that above 50,000 euros, they're charging you 0.5% per annum. Whereas on TransferWise, the limit is still at 70,000 euros, which is very nice. Now, let's compare TransferWise as a business account to other, let's say, local business accounts that you might get in your country. For example, my company is incorporated in Romania. So there you have a lot of banks. You have UniCredit, you have Libra Bank, you have a lot of other kind of banks, and every single bank generally charges the business accounts whenever they're making any kind of transfers. That means if you're receiving money, they charge you. If you're sending money, they charge you. And it can go anywhere from 2 euros to a few cents, right? So the account that I'm having in Romania, which is with Libra Bank, there I'm paying 60 cents per transfer. But if you compare it with TransferWise, TransferWise only charges 42 cents per transfer, which is definitely nice, and it adds up over the longer run, right? If you're having a business, you have to make sure that your money is not being wasted in unnecessary places. And I personally feel that these transfer costs and everything, these are absolutely useless. Another thing that I really liked about TransferWise is there's no monthly running costs. Whereas in every other bank that you use, you will generally have a monthly running cost. I know I also have it for my Romanian business account. There I'm paying 2 euros per month. Again, it is not a lot, but why pay money unnecessarily? Whereas TransferWise, there's no monthly cost. You just have to pay once to get your debit card, the business debit card you will get. And I think for that, I paid around 20 euros, 16 euros, something like that. I don't really remember right now, but I think it should be 20 euros. Once you have that debit card, your account is pretty much also activated if you want to take out cash or something from any kind of ATMs all over the world. The thing that I love the most about TransferWise is the rates are simply the best. You can compare it with Revolut, you can compare it with Remitly, you can compare it with any other company in the world. Generally, whenever you're converting anything from euros to other currencies, TransferWise definitely beats everybody else there. So in that regard, I'm definitely a huge fan of that. And the business account is also very simple. You can accept money in US dollars, in Canadian dollars, in Danish krona, in RON, in Romanian lei, in euros, in most of the currencies that you would otherwise receive money in, which really makes a huge difference, especially when you are having business in countries where international transactions are more difficult. And there, if you can give a local IBAN number, it is very simple to do the transfer. Now, another really lovely thing about TransferWise is that you can set up batch payments. So for example, I have my employees, and at the end of the month, I'm paying them the salary. Of course, because generally it takes some time. I generally pay out the salary on 28th, and generally nobody's taking any holidays or something, no unpaid leaves or something like that. 28th is a good date that I figured out which is running well in my business. So just setting up the batch payments is very simple. It is easy, and I never have to worry about anything again. Well, it's raining, so I have to get this inside. All right, like I said, another very nice thing about TransferWise is that you can set up batch payments. You can just say that, okay, on this day, you have to pay this much amount in this much currency from this, let's say, account, and the currency just automatically gets converted and gets transferred to that person without any kind of major problems. This is really interesting because otherwise every single time you have to make a conversion, you have to send it to the particular person, and then you have to check if the money is coming normally or not. But with TransferWise, you can just send them the tracking link and they can see when the money is going to come to them, which also makes everything very convenient. So batch payments is a huge plus for me because most of the other bank accounts, they do not allow the function of converting the currency, let's say from euros, and I'm paying in Indian rupees, or I'm paying in Danish krona, or I'm paying in Romanian lei. So if I'm doing any of that, it becomes very simple because I just have my account in euros. It gets automatically converted and transferred on a specific date. And that makes my work a lot easier for me. Another thing that I absolutely love about TransferWise is that I can give access to my accountant and I can tell them that, okay, you can only see the transactions, you can only see what kind of money is coming in, what kind of money is going out, but you cannot initiate any transfers on your own. So this also makes my work easier. In case they have to check something, they can quickly take a look into my bank account. They can see, okay, these were the transactions which were happening, and they can then put inside the books properly. Now, I know many people want to always compare TransferWise with Revolut, but my experience with Revolut hasn't been that nice so far. I've seen that the fees that they charge are generally higher. Whenever they're exchanging the currency from euros to Danish krona or to Romanian lei, whatsoever, Indian rupees, then the spreads that they're generally having is much higher than what you see on TransferWise. So there also, I personally think for me, like TransferWise was a no-brainer when I wanted to see, okay, now the business is becoming more international. What kind of business account should I choose? And especially an account which has no monthly running fee. I think you cannot get a better offer with any other business account. Now, I'm the kind of person who doesn't like to spend money on unnecessary places. So I like TransferWise because I don't have any kind of monthly charges. I do not have higher spreads. I do not have the drama of setting up different kind of payments in different currencies and first exchanging the currency and then like transferring it. So this is also very nice. So in general, if you're having any kind of currencies that you're accepting in US dollars, you're accepting in Canadian dollars, you're accepting in Romanian lei, you're accepting in euros, whatsoever. So I think TransferWise is really the best fit. And also when you decide to move somewhere else, you don't have to like do this entire drama of like moving your business account from one particular country to another one. You just have your TransferWise account, which is actually located in Belgium. So like your Euro account will always be having the IBAN number BE. And you can just like move around wherever you want. And you can still use that IBAN number to accept currencies in Euro. So personally, I think it is very nice. The largest transfers that I can like, talk about is, I think the single biggest transfer that I received so far on TransferWise was around 16,000 euros. And this is an important information to share with you because I've seen in Revolut, sometimes they just block the transfer. They see some larger amount coming in and directly the amount is blocked, the account is blocked, and you do not have access to it anymore. Whereas with TransferWise, I really liked it that customer service is also very responsive. So if you just call them, you can get everything solved right there without any kind of massive waiting lines. For example, with N26, you have to spend so much time sitting with the customer support and everything just in chat, and you cannot even call them and like get your problem solved. So that's why I think like TransferWise is really doing a great job. I think one of the things, if I can tell you about my move from Germany to Romania, like one thing I'm really happy about is how much this forced me to look at better alternatives. And from those alternatives, when I was doing my research, I could find TransferWise, and it has made my work much simpler. Accounting can be done much better. I can give access to my accountants. I can accept currencies with so many different kind of IBANs and bank account numbers. And in general, it's just like so much easier. So my recommendation is, yes, if you want to start your business, if you want to have a business account, definitely think about choosing TransferWise because it just makes your work so much simpler for you. If you want to open your free account with TransferWise, you can use the link given in description. This is my affiliate link. So with this, you support the channel without any kind of additional cost to you. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any kind of questions whatsoever, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.